During the COVID pandemic, I lost my lovely grandmother, my uncle, my brother-in-law's father, not to mention other family friends. And I now find it utterly, absolutely shameful and deplorable that this government is taking the COVID inquiry to court. The likes of me are looking to the COVID inquiry to provide answers so that we can begin to make sense of our immense losses. When we know that so many other nations have already concluded their inquiries and learnt the lessons, what does the Minister have to say to those bereaved families who are looking on in utter disbelief at their government's disgraceful use of public funds, not to mention efforts to further frustrate the process?
The honourable gentleman speaks with great passion, as well he might, and I'm very sorry for his loss. I know the whole House would think the same. And he speaks for so many in this country who suffered bereavement and were afflicted by COVID and its dreadful consequences. We need to get to the bottom of it. We must do that in a timely and effective way. And as I said right early on in my remarks, there are decisions that are made in government which you know are going to be criticised and understandably so, because people are desperate to see a result of this. But there are points of principle, there are points of law, which will have a bearing not only on this inquiry, but for all those in the future, and therefore we felt it's necessary to take that step of a judicial review. I sincerely hope that it should not impinge on the ongoing work of the inquiry, and as I've reassured the House, we will continue to be delivering documents to add to the 55,000 already delivered, and I hope the work of the inquiry is not impeded whilst we get, I hope, an early hearing on this issue and it can be resolved in the courts.